Alright, finally, after the apparent long rant I just had to go on, I will finally start reading this book. Now, for those who are partially unaware, this and then the following book I'm going to do a little video on, Dandelion, are all basically poetry style books, but with illustrations, and it's written by Gabbie Hanna herself. So you can actually probably confirm that it's not a ghostwriter. She has her name on the book. She wrote it herself. It says written and illustrated. So just before, for some reason, anyone makes any trying to argue that she didn't write it, it literally says on both books, written and illustrated. And also, for those who maybe care, I personally don't, but also, congratulations. She on Dandelion here says this is from the New York Times best-selling author of Adultolescence, which is Gabbie Hanna. So yeah, congratulations. Anyway, for all the kids who grew up too fast, all the adults who refuse to grow up, and everyone who's both. Okay, interesting. Oh, so she does have a few acknowledgments here. One is Shane Dawson. Also note, this book was inspired by Bo Burnham, who was inspired by Shel Silverstein. So I suppose by the transitive property, this book is inspired by Shel Silverstein, which I'm cool with because he's dope. Okay. Unexpected. Ladies and gentlemen, come have a look here at last. Another YouTuber book. Just what we needed. Someone to produce the tangible ego of a 20-something douche. Okay. So yeah, so just as an example, as you can see here, right there right here at the bottom part there's part of an illustration. I actually didn't show it here. There's another illustration there by Gabbie. Pretty good drawer, I must say. So yeah, like I said, this is mostly a bunch of poems and stuff. See, I will be reading almost all of these, unless for some reason I can't. Sleep. I like sleep. Sleep is neat. If you're having trouble, count some sheep. I like sleep. Sleep is sweet. Best of all, sleep is cheap. When I sleep, I can dream of cherry pie and Boston cream. When I sleep, I don't have to think. That's why I love my 8-hour blink. I only wake up to eat or pee, otherwise I'd sleep for eternity. Recess. Jacob and Emily sitting in a tree. Kiss. First came love, then came marriage, then came a stale and empty life, as a result of the societal pressures which led to a semi-public affair and a severe case of alcoholism, mixed with mental illness, following by a grueling 2-year divorce that damaged the kids emotionally and left everyone without a sense of direction or self-worth. Yikes. O positive. I donated blood today. Feels good to finally be somebody's type. Advice 14. When I was a kid, my biggest fear was getting lost in space, and it turns out maybe I shouldn't have been so stressed about that, because I don't have a spaceship, so don't make problems if there aren't any. Very, yes. BFF. Lonely's been my bestest friend for as long as I remember. He gets a little clingy, especially mid to late December, but Lonely's always been there every single time I've cried, through all the downs and heartaches. He's never left my side. Even when I hide away, when no one else can see me, Lonely is my bestest friend because Lonely never leaves me. Pout. Life sucks. Be grateful you woke up this morning. That's the worst part. Phase 10. When I was little, I was the only person who couldn't do a cartwheel because I was too scared, so I tried, and guess what? I still can't do a cartwheel, but I gave it my best shot, and it's okay to fail as long as you try. You're a dimwit, you're a dimwit, a nitwit, a halfwit, and a dipshit, a peon, a moron, an utterborn yawn, imbecile, ignoramus, vile, yucky, heinous, a nincompoop, a ninny, an absolute cringy. You're a Raleigh poly fatty from all the things you've eaten. You're a jackass, an asshat, a nutcase, and a cretin, numbskull, twerp, jackoff, pleb, dunce, dweeb, dunderhead, bozo, dork, buffoon, flop, stupid, smelly, useless mop. Hold on, wait, I'm not the type to call someone a dummy. To whom could I ever speak this way? Oh crap, I'm talking to me. Best. Everyone tells me I deserve better. I know I deserve better, but I don't want better. I want you. Hide. Everyone's asking if I'm feeling okay. The truth is, I'm always feeling this way. I'm just having a hard time disguising it today. Inspired. The next poem you're about to read is because it suddenly came to me. I hopped out of the shower soaking wet to write it down before I could forget. So I really hope you like it because I just lost my security deposit when I drenched my brand new carpet so you could read and think, fam, this is lit. Hope the next page was worth the compromise of shampoo running into my eyes. Jesus Christ. Stranger, he asked, can I kiss you? She replied, I don't know you that well. He asked her favorite color. Come on, she said, you can do better. So he took it to heart, and better he did. He learned about what she was like as a kid. He listened to her friends, the stories they tell. He talked to her dreamers and learned them as well. He became her diary the way he would hold, ever so dearly, the secrets she told. He knew all the anguish she buried inside. He'd seen all her scars and the thoughts they implied. But after a while, he stopped asking questions and forgot the details she previously mentioned. As time went on, distance grew, and she found a stranger in the person she knew. Clever. So the day came, as it does so often, that their lay was laid to rest in a coffin. As they choked on goodbye, though the bond had been broken, he wanted to leave her with one parting token. He asked, can I kiss you? She replied, I don't know you that well. Fucking yikes. Happy. Every time I try to write a silly poem, it turns out incredibly sad. Fashion. I've always worn my heart on my sleeve and my feelings on my face. You, without a doubt, could read my mood in any case. Glad, mad, sad, or scared, it wasn't hard to guess. Some only wear their emotions to bed, but mine were my Sunday best. Then people start criticizing my style and criticizing my taste. So due to public opinion, my revealing outfits were replaced. They'd always been my fashion choice, but I need to make a swap. I've always worn my heart on my sleeve, but now I prefer tank tops. Okay. Relative. Time is relative. Beauty is relative. Family is relatives. Iron. When I was young, my mom used to check if the iron was hot by touching it. And I don't know, I just feel like there's a metaphor in there somewhere. I guess. Anxiety. Oh boy. There isn't a cause that you could explain, but I'll claw my way in like a cat in the rain. I don't pretend to make much sense, but I'll twist off your nerves like a barbed wire fence. If you find yourself without a qualm, I'll send chills up your spine with my own icy palm. Although your whole to-do list is ticked, I'll set your fire to your cheeks like a match to a wick. No matter the time or month or the season, I'll ruin your day without rhyme or reason. Stop. I'm also partially double checking to make sure I'm not. Okay. Stop. You gave up when I wanted to fight. You insisted that the future was gone. You insisted that you drive me home, and the whole way I prayed for a red light. Advice 4. For 25 years, I told myself I couldn't do a single push-up, and now I can do 4 push-ups, so don't doubt yourself. Believe in yourself. You can do anything. Appreciate it. Lotion. Have you ever received a gift that was placed inside of a box that was recycled from another, much more intriguing present? Like you pull back the pretty paper and you see iPad packaging, but then you open the lid and inside is a lotion set. I meet a lot of people like that. Exciting outside, disappointing inside. Don't be lotion. Okay. Belt. Even though I went to an inner circle public school, we had a pretty strict dress code. We had to wear our shirts tucked into our pants with a belt, and only in about 4 different colors. One day I came to school with my new pants that I couldn't wait to wear. They came with a school stripe belt that matched our school colors. Before the bell even rang in homeroom, a boy pointed out and loudly said, "You bought those pants at Walmart." And until the moment, I didn't realize that shopping at Walmart was something to be ashamed of. Spoiler, it's not. Then another girl chimed in together. They mocked me until the bell rang. Never wore that belt again. A few days later, I noticed the girl who chimed in so urgently was wearing the same belt and the same pants. I stared at them for a moment, then looked up at her face. She quickly averted her eyes and crossed her arms in front of her lap to hide the colored stripes. I never said anything about it, but it perplexed me that she would be so quick to chime in to make fun of the belt. Bullies are the most insecure people on the planet. True. Very, very fucking true. You, don't worry about who you should be. You don't need to be ashamed. You're perfect in the way that no one's perfect. It's okay to not be okay. Philosophy. If you eat an entire pizza by yourself in the woods and no one's around to see it, do the calories count? Okay. Lost. The truth is that I lost you. That doesn't mean you're gone. When I was small, I lost my doll, but retrieved it from lost and found. One day, my pet dog ran away and found his way back home. I once was lost in a shopping mall, and though I felt alone, I knew my dad would find me, just like he always did. So lost just means keep looking, is what I learned as a kid. Where do you see it last, is what my mom would always say. So I'd retrace my steps, and I didn't lose my stuff that way. So yes, I guess I lost you, but I'll just keep on trying to remember where I left you so I can quit this crying. Oh, Jesus Christ. Uh, the smile about the thing about smiles that can make it can make someone's day. A plain grin to a stranger can melt their cares away. Sadness, sorrow, mourning, heartache, hopelessness, and grief can all be blithely wiped away with a simple flash of teeth. A really shady, boring day is all worthwhile if at the very end you are rewarded with a smile. If you parade your row of ivories just a bit more often, the rough edges of someone's day just might begin to soften. If more people swore to show their pretty pearly whites, I bet my bottom dollar you can minimize the fights. So go ahead, wear your smirk all day and wear it proud. Wear it happy, wear it big, wear it big, long and loud. Stretch your mouth out to your ears until your cheeks are shaking. I don't care if all that beaming means your face is breaking. Sew your lips to your gums so you never quit your simper. I don't want to hear a gripe, not a single whimper. And then apparently it's upside down here. The thing about frown is it can ruin someone's day. Just one glance of disapproval can melt your joy away. Gladness, laughter, pleasure, humor, cheerfulness, and glee can all be wistfully wiped away with the smile's absentee. A really happy, sunny, funny day can be destroyed if at the very end you find a grimace is employed. If you promenade around with a healthy, hearty scowl, even the most pleasant day can start to feel quite foul. If more people started wearing grief upon their lips, there'd be enough antipathy to sink the mightiest ships. So don't you dare just wipe that gloom right off your ugly mouth. Turn the corners upwards. Don't let them travel south. Smile, beautiful. Don't be jealous. Come on, don't you know? Never under any fate to let your feelings show. Don't bury your frown or scrunch your face all up in a bundle. I don't want to hear any complaints. Don't let the grumbles rumble. The thing about a smile is it's not too hard to fake it, so I'll never let you make my day for fear that you might break it. Dreams. My therapist tells me what my dreams mean, and I believe him. The way you believe your teacher when he tells you what a poem means. Fluent. As of late, since this book deal, I speak in strictly poetry. My sentences are metered, and heroic couplets flow freely. Every minuscule moment is a latent free-form verse. My hyperbole or imagery, I'm not sure which is worse. Every brute or object is a potential metaphor. My art form is heartache peppered with delusions of grandeur. Silly similes slip off my tongue to an insufferable degree. Each turn I take the talk is an ostentatious soliloquy. Dousing my friends in lead and pretension is something I do fear. I wish that I could take a break, but my deadline's growing near. Concealer. I wear makeup because I have acne. I have acne because I wear makeup. Okay? Dice one. When I was younger, girls asked, "Does this make my butt look big?" In like a concerned way. Now girls ask, "Does my butt look big?" in an excited way. So don't worry, your butt will be trendy someday. Guess that's true. I mean, I'm a guy, but I guess that's true. Stunted. Why is it that I cry when I'm angry and fight when I'm sad? I laugh when I'm uneasy and stifle giggles when I'm glad. I'm silent when I'm scared, but speak when I'm unsure. I'm emotionally impaired and viscerally immature. Metaphor. Am I crazy? Rhetorical question. Or does it seem that you can use your phone as a coaster? Toss it around like a hacky sack, punch it across the street to your buddy, who then takes it to the train station and lays it on the tracks. For a high five on the next oncoming locomotive, play a game of tennis with it in place of a ball, send it to a washing machine with bricks, dance on it like high heels and a puddle of liqueur, and that's fine. But the second you drop a half a foot from your plush bed to your carpeted floor, a tome cashmere rug, it shatters. This is a very millennial metaphor for the human psyche. Idol. If you could trade lives with anyone, who would it be? Marilyn Monroe. She's dead. I know. Cheater. I accidentally used your toothbrush today, but I didn't mind because it's the closest I can get to your kiss. But then I remembered where your mouth has been, and I got really fucking pissed. Time. Isn't it funny? Isn't it funny how you can go your entire life without someone, then one day you can't imagine a minute without them? Very, very fucking true. Bird. I jumped today and I survived. Everyone assumed I wanted to die. I just want to know what it's like to fly. Chivalry. I'm not some no-brain bimbo, and I'm not some helpless girl. I'm fucking remarkable, and I deserve the world. I don't need you to open my door, but the gesture would be nice. I don't need to buy my meal. The offer would suffice. I don't need to be taken care of, but it would be cool to know you care. I'm a holograph Charizard, highly desired and rare. Yo, I even dropped Pokemon reference because I'm fucking dope as shit. I'm good with just me. I don't need you, not even a tiny bit. But need and want are different, and I can't deny the latter. When it comes to you, autonomy just really doesn't matter. But I don't ask for all your time or my weight in gold. All I want is a good morning text and a fucking hand to hold. Of all things illicit, just know this to be true. I want you in my life, my love, as much as I don't need you. Shit. Advice 5, but beware of the... I think I'm going to avoid reading the advice stuff because most of this might not relate to me, but I'll still probably just maybe read it on my own time. Vomit. How is it? You can throw up from food you love and all of a sudden hate it, regardless of all the other times you enjoyed yourself when you ate it. But for some reason, hearts don't grow like gag reflexes. When it comes to people we care for, we'll just keep right on indulging and let them make us sick over and over. That is relatable. Pets. A cute little dog, a cute little puppy. Mommy will get me one if I'm lucky. I'll walk him and love him and watch him grow. He'll fetch and bring back the ball that I throw. A cute little fishy, a cute little fish, and a cute little bowl of bright rocks is my wish. I'll sprinkle a bit of his little fish feed and gobble up with his gubby mouth greed. A cute little kitty, cute little cat. He'll arch up his back and chase a fat rat. He'll be moody and lazy and take a sun bath. I'll give him some catnip when I need a laugh. I love all my pets. I love them so dearly. They're my best friends, truly, sincerely. I'll keep getting pets, even though I cry every time my cute little bestie dies. That is, oh boy, that is extremely sad. Admittedly, that is very, very sad. Pets are weird. People getting pets are weird. Think about it. We choose these creatures to love and care for. They become our best friends. Our children, the furry shoulder to cry when no one else is around. Sorry, you depend on one another, and you fill their bowl. They need to eat. We need to feed our soul. We teach them tricks and make them do people things. We post photos online and include them on our Christmas cards. We can't believe we could love a thing so much, and they become an unwavering emotional crutch. We build an uncomplicated, pure, everlasting love, and we do this all knowing damn well that this precious little beast more likely to not die long before us. We become so connected to this being with full knowledge that someday we will lose them, we will miss them, we will hurt, we will suffer. But we knew this. We knew this before we went to Petco in the first place. But still we went, still we loved, and still they died, and still we hurt. Cut. Her hand trembled across the sharp cold metal as she looked at her distorted face in the mirror. Just do it, she told her reflection. Don't do it, her reflection replied. Come on, pussy, she shouted out of that glass. You're going to regret this. You always do. The glass went back. No one gives a shit if I do it, she reminded them both. This is a permanent decision based on a temporary emotion, the mirror pleaded. Hair grows back, dumbass. Snip. Fair. Life isn't fair, but it's unfair to everyone, so that's fair, I guess. Organs. A man told me that in the hour before he proposed to his wife, she kept complaining that she had to pee. They couldn't find a restroom, so he popped the question anyway. She said yes. She didn't realize until hours later that after they had dinner and called everyone, and their contact shared news that she never did pee. May your heart always be fuller than your bladder. What the fuck? Quotes, I'm not gonna lie. Someone's about to lie. I hate drama, a very dramatic person. I don't care what people think, an insecure individual. I'm not like other girls, a predictable girl. I would like a snake. Me. Dog. I'm a wooden animal. If you corner me, I'll bite. But baby, I don't want to hurt you. I bare my teeth in fright. Resolution. I wanted to quit all my bad habits, but one of my bad habits was quitting. Sip. Match. Sometimes you need to pick yourself up, brush yourself off, take a hard look in the mirror, and ask yourself, would I swipe right? Dollhouse. A paper airplane soaring by plaster skies in a concrete sky, a tinkering toy box lullaby, with a pleasant place to live, matchstick, buildings, line, cardboard roads, a bowl of blue paint pond filled with loads of clayfish and silicone toads with a charming place to live. Trees and shrubs, propped up with Velcro, where all the porcelain boys and girls go. But light bulbs glare on a saran wrap window with a lovely place to live. A magnificent mountain drawn in pencil, people mass produced by stencil. They weren't against it, but you went still with a boring place to live. Silk petals on plastic stems, silk hair on plastic friends, silk stains and plastic bends with a lonely place to live. Mouths are glued and lips are sewn, hands are tied and punches are thrown, permanent marker lines are drawn, what a hostile place to live. Families held together by string, cross-stitched lives rip at the seam, close the curtain but start the scene, what a effed up place to live. Mommy cries at the ceramic sink, Daddy fixes a grown-up drink. Isn't it strange and funny to think this is how we choose to live? Deviated. These nights are awfully boring without your awful snoring. Shh. Good things happen when my mind is silent. Thinking has never done me any good. Home. Sally filed for divorce, much to Tommy's horror. She abandoned her apartment, but still lived in every corner. As he looked at the surroundings, our boy Tommy took inventory. Each knick-knack and nook and cranny told a different story. So Tommy decided frantically he couldn't bear the sheets, then that he shared his dear Sally, so he slept out on the streets. It's not quite the perfect life Tommy had envisioned. In place of his ex-wife, he finds his solace with the pigeons. He keeps all of his belongings in a stolen shopping cart, and the nightly chill of pavement soothes his aching and broken heart. He's often hungry, often scared, but what else can he do? It's better to be homeless than have no one to come home to. Poetry. I want to write you into a poem, but can't find the right synonym. Every time I try, it's just revision after revision. I can't construct a simile without the right comparison, so I'm sure you'll understand the predicament I'm working in. I wouldn't have an issue if my hunt was for an antonym, repulsive, boring, lame, stupid, irksome, imperfection, but there's no single word in any language ever written to describe the impossible attributes that you, my dear, were given. Flies. They told me you'd catch more flies with honey, but I don't want to catch flies. I want to kill them. If a guy doesn't answer your text for 3 years, does that mean he's not interested, or is he just plain hard to get? Whatever, I don't mind taking it slow. Your embrace was once my safety blanket, swaddled so tight and snug, encompassed in security, I could die inside your hug. Your embrace is now a straitjacket, so tight that I can't move. It's holding me together, but I'll die in a padded room. Yeesh. Check. Sometimes I keep old to do. List around when I'm feeling down on myself to feel like I've accomplished a lot. Turns out none of them are completed. Wow, I feel like shit. I'll be your little rag doll when you're feeling kind of bored, even if it means that when you're not, I'll be ignored. I'll ask to be a real girl, though you treat me like I'm fake. and toss me around like a ball without concern that it might break. And you'd rather play with trucks or build things with your blocks, just shut the lid and turn the key to lock me in your toy box. I'll still be here waiting when you say you want to play, and every day I'll sit and pray you don't throw me away. Till that comes, I'll wait for you to choose me as your plaything, because every single time you want to use me is amazing. I'll admit that when you put me back, my spirit falls. I don't know whoever said that boys don't play with dolls. I don't fear death. I fear the end of all my thoughts and dreams that will disappear in nothingness when I die. I'm not the best at organizing things, but no one's better at organizing pods. I'm ineffective at handling stress, but I'm an expert at handling mess. Life is kind of tough to handle, but the breeze to dust a mantle. The fear of losing control is mighty, but at least your closet's neat and tidy. Loophole. You have 3 wishes. You couldn't wish for more wishes. You can't wish for love. You can't wish to bring anyone back from the dead. First wish, I wish the rules didn't apply to me. Second, I wish for unlimited wishes. Third, I wish for Channing Tatum. Fourth, I wish for my cat, for Mouse, my cat, to come back to life. Fifth, I want a double cheeseburger with no onions. Sixth, damn it, satisfied. I know your feelings when I know I hurt your I hurt your feelings when I return what you called presents. I wish that I could keep them, but they remind me of your presence. If opposites attract, my soulmate is going to be funny, easygoing, charming, attractive, exciting, adventurous, affectionate, amiable, courageous, intelligent, rational, affable, brave, humble, neat. Well-tempered, patient, polite, confident, sensible, emotionally stable, and just an all-around gem. Lucky me. Please, babe, I can't live without you, babe. I know, babe, but I wish you dropped dead, babe. Irony, 98% of your body is made up of H2O. 98%. Stay hydrated, or else you'll die of thirst. But did you know you can also die from drinking too much water? It's called water intoxication. Google it, bitch. The thing that you literally need to keep alive will literally kill you. 98% of you will turn on you in a second. Water's the reason I have trust issues. We ask ourselves, from moon to grave, what are the secrets to life? Have we created love to save ourselves from unsavoring strife? Why bear the pain of childbirth just to fade and wither away? Why were we put on this earth if we weren't allowed to stay? Why do we read books and learn just to forget when we are dead? Why does we so anxiously squirm and await that day with dread? Furthermore, who puts us here? But more importantly, why? I'll live forever as insincere, and alas, we'll always try. Some will seek the fountain of youth to reverse the signs of age. Some will search for unholy truth with seances and sage. Others want the holy grail, or maybe just a quest. But all of them will surely fail and expire like the rest. This is all a myth, of course, of just stories. It's all a lie. The secret to life is simply just don't die. Heartbroken women cut their hair in hopes that removing dead ends will somehow make them feel alive again. You're going to miss me every day, every time it rains. In this town that floods from lack of drains. The storms here are light and very rare, so the city streets are unprepared. But you and me, we like the water and the eerie chill that comes thereafter. So when I'm gone and you're stuck in traffic and all the drivers start to panic because they're paralyzed by soggy weather, you'll feel my absence more than ever. With every drip of every drop, you'll think of me and your heart will stop. Even if only thrice a year, you hear me purring in your ear like the momentary strike of lightning. You'll close your eyes and see me dancing. I'll be the ghost you don't believe in. I'll drench your mind in ways not even. Your windshield wipers can sweep clean. Every time it rains, you'll remember me. Have you ever met a kid who wasn't a kid? Who did all the things mommy and daddies did? Who didn't have friends or games or play games much, but cooked and cleaned and cared for babies and such? Give that kid a hug. You asked a question, I have an answer. I'd speak, but liquid nitrogen has spread through my body like cancer. The room feels smaller as it fills with the quiet in my head. It's a crowded room, but you can't hear the riot. There's a tiny me trapped inside me. She's locked in my rib cage, up in my rib cage, and I threw away the key. She's loud as hell, but she's having a little luck. But because every time she tries to talk, I tell that bitch to shut up. You want me to talk, but I'm staying silent. It seems like I have nothing to say, but the screaming inside is violent. If the world ended tomorrow, what would you do? What would you do today? I hurriedly make my way to an all-you-can buffet, all-you-can-eat buffet. All I've ever wanted is to make people happy and the rich doing it, and also fame, but only because that means I can make more people happy who would give me more money. You buy your coat from a thrift store. How embarrassing! Your dad is a garbage man. How embarrassing! You get free lunch. How embarrassing! You actually believe that shit matters? That this shit matters? How embarrassing! Here are some facts about love. 2% of marriages are high school sweethearts. 20% of couples meet online, and 17% of them get married. 70% of married people cheat, and 50% of marriages end in divorce. But none of this matters because 100% of relationships end in death. I'm so sorry you were in the blocks race when some delicate flower had his ego shattered. I want to tell you that I want you, but I'm afraid because I'm thinking about you and I guessed it. I'm guessing that you're guessing that, and I just wish I could say that you'd wish you say. Tell me tell me what you want. I want to tell you. Thinking about what I'm thinking, I'm guessing what you're guessing, and that I should just say what I want to say. That was a tongue tie. I tried to take a nap today. Everything was great. It was dark, but not so dark that my body thought it was bedtime. It was warm, but not so warm that I had to poke my feet out. It was so unbelievably comfortable I could lie there forever, but then I remember the alarm clock that I set. I knew I could only rest for 30 minutes. And about 24, that repulsive honking would start. Napping is the best. Waking from a nap is the worst. I become fixated on the idea of this cozy dreamland coming to an end. Instead of feeling the cold, cloud-like pillow under my head, I felt the dread of my alarm inside my mind. Instead of enjoying the blanket nestled over my body, I suffered the expectation of imminent screeching looming over my thoughts. I spent so much time anticipating having to wake up that I never fell asleep. Ever noticed that the word synonym doesn't have a synonym?